Have I not told you guys that the sun shines just that little bit brighter after a Manchester United win? Guys, United now secure themselves in the third place with a healthy 3-1 win over Aston Villa. Pushes the gap to what? 6 points over Villa, 3 points over Liverpool, who are currently leading against Tottenham. I wouldn't expect that result to change, by the way. But guys, it's another one of these games, especially one of these first halves, where you're thinking to yourself, can United get themselves out of first gear? It's another one of these stories, a tale of two halves. Because in the first half, it almost felt like United were trying to be structured but also free flowing. And that's something that takes so much time on a training pitch to work with. We're trying to rely so much off of these kind of third man runs and trying to create really kind of tiki taka football in the midfield while also being on the counterattack. I mean, it's something that can be done, but it takes so much time. It takes so much time, so much more time than what Carrick has currently. And it just felt like throughout that whole entire first period, United players were just so discombobulated, especially in the midfield. And Villa, in the final third, were playing a little bit of a higher line, so there were a couple instances where United runs would just kind of stall, and the fans start to get a little bit agitated, and all this stuff kind of starts naturally working against United. So, you go into half, Villa haven't really had a chance, United haven't really had a chance, and you think to yourself, I mean, I guess I would take a 0-0 draw. But guys, an absolutely brilliant kind of turnaround in the second half. It starts at the foot of Bruno Fernandes. First, with that free kick onto the head of Casemiro. I'm sorry, was it a free kick? I don't even know if it was a free kick. It was a corner, that's what it was. He does it again. Bruno's now up to 16 assists? Thierry Henry, we're coming. Kevin De Bruyne, we're coming. 16 assists, so he sits 5 behind of setting the record, 4 behind of tying it with Henry and De Bruyne. He's just absolutely brilliant. I mean, a beautiful flick onto the head of Casemiro, who measures his own flick past Emi Martinez so beautifully. And, I believe that goal came in around the 54th minute. And at that point, I was thinking to myself, I just don't see Villa scoring. Because while Villa have the threats of a Morgan Rogers, of a John McGinn, kind of sparking players, I didn't see Sonny Lemons. I genuinely did not see Sonny Lemons for that whole entire game. Most of that whole entire match. I didn't see Lemons. I think Harry Maguire did a brilliant job today. Lenioro had a couple of great tackles. Shaw didn't really have to say his name, so that probably means he did okay. Diogo Dalot, this guy, I don't understand what's going on with Dalot. Brilliant. I mean, just absolutely brilliant. I've never seen a player be able to be so polar opposite in the way they play. One day he's great, the next day you genuinely would think he plays for a semi-professional club. That's like an hour away from me. Like it's so confusing. But today he was absolutely brilliant. As I mentioned, Maguire, great performance. Euro, great performance. Casemiro, barring the goal, did a good job of kind of managing the midfield. Kobbie Mainoo's working himself slowly into the game. I can wax lyrical about Bruno Fernandes forever. So United go up 1-0, and I'm thinking to myself, we might just hold this one out. This might be a rare clean sheet this season. We might just do this. And then all of a sudden, I mean, I don't even know. We just concede the sloppiest of goals to Ross Barkley. First of all, I don't understand how we can so quickly shrug off the fact that Amadou Onana, I thought, was clearly standing in the way of Sonny Lemons. But nonetheless, it was a great shot from Barkley. Makes it 1-1. And I'm just like, oh man. Because if there's one thing about Villa, they almost kind of have this kind of tell of when they're by ahead of counterattack. Almost all of their attacks today originated from a quick pass in between two center midfielders. Like they're even just a couple feet away from each other. 1-2, and then all of a sudden every Villa player knows attack and they sling a ball forward. That happened probably about 7 times today. Just these short passes between two midfielders and the ball flies forward. You start to see that more. I'm thinking to myself, okay, you know what? I probably would just take a draw. A draw is perfectly fine with me. That's fine. We move. But then, guys, I mean, Bruno. I can just sit here for 45 minutes and say the name Bruno Fernandes, and I don't even think I'd give him half the praise he deserves. Gets out onto the left wing, slides in a beautiful pass onto the streaking Mateus Cunha, one-on-one against Emi Martinez. Guys, talk about a goal that Mateus Cunha needed. I've been a big fan of Cunha. I really have. I think he's had a couple great cameos. But guys, to that same extent, he's much like Brian Mbuemo, where if he's not getting that goal, if he's not getting that assist, you're asking yourself, oh, Mbuemo played today? Cunha played today? It's been a big criticism of mine. And kind of as Carrick's run has gone on a little bit in games against West Ham and in games against Newcastle, the only two games where we've dropped points, and Buemo and Cunha have been absolutely nowhere to be found. And just when you needed that goal from Cunha today, he steps up and takes it absolutely beautifully. Makes it 2-1. A few minutes later, Sesko digs a shot into the ground, goes past Martinez, 3-1, and we're back in dreamland. Tactically, I've long not been a fan of Michael Carrick. Not in the fact that he can't become a good coach, but I don't believe right now he's Manchester United manager worthy. But I will say, this team under him holds this, it sounds cliche to say never say die mentality, but it really is true. I'm really not at any point thinking to myself, we're out of reach. Under Carrick, not in any of the games, even the game that we lost against Newcastle. I mean, Newcastle got their game-winning goal off of a counterattack. United were dominating the final portions of that game. Against West Ham, sure, Sesko grabbed a late equalizer, but about 20 seconds after that, Amad Diallo was in on goal. There's been so many games this season under Carrick where we just needed that extra bit of momentum, and it's gone our way. I think he's done a really good job of platforming players into their best positions. And I'm thinking to myself, Bruno's up to 16 assists right now. Where would he be if he wasn't spending half the season playing as a number 6? Where would he be? He would have already broken the record for sure by now. I mean, guys, Carrick came in what? Or I guess it was Fletcher came in Burnley game, and how long ago was that? I think Fernandes would have already had that record, but Carrick's just done the little things right. And while I don't believe he should be Manchester United manager, that doesn't mean I can't give him credit he deserves. Because guys, this is such a trap game for United. This is such a trap game. I think Unai Emery is a brilliant manager, and I think today Carrick did a really good job of silencing things. I don't remember many, if any, clear-cut chances for Villa. It's not like Ollie Watkins had a clear one-on-one he just shanked, or same for Leon Bailly, or same for Morgan Rogers. Yes, Rogers had a couple possessions where he kind of forced himself through the midfield and almost into the final third. But then what? They lacked the final ball so much. And as I was mentioning earlier, United have this great tendency of pulling down opposition teams to kind of their level. So if United aren't at their best, neither will the opposition. And I think that is a great testament to Carrick. But yeah, honestly, guys, I'm elated. I'm elated. I would have taken a tie going into this match. I would have taken a tie right when Ross Barkley scored. But 3 points. I don't even know who we play next. It's probably going to be 3 years from now at this current rate. But I'll talk to you all soon. Have a great weekend. God bless.